what I find fascinating, Ryan, is that the persona that you play on screen, who this charismatic and very funny and sarcastic and sharp person is also who we think you perhaps are in life, right?
Sure.
That's our impression of who you might be. Does it ever get confusing for you? Like, where does the acting start and where do you stop?
Not at all, because that sort of persona or whatever it is that you might be expressing right now is just a sort of an advanced and somewhat adaptive self-defense mechanism. Really, it's not the real actual me. I mean, if my wife was sitting here, she would laugh, because in real life I'm much more shy and much more introverted, and I'm a bit of a hermit. I'll stay in as long as they'll let me stay in. So no, there's no confusion there at all. That sort of other persona is kind of what allows me to, go on in films and television and make a living.
So. You are also one of the hardest working actors in the business. You have multiple releases every year, and now you've announced that you are taking a sabbatical from being on set. Is there some part of you that finds this a little scary?
Not at all. I've never really found that scary. I've always just felt really lucky to be where I'm at in the film industry. So my expectations were always very low. I started out in this business in doing improv comedy, and my sort of highest ideal or highest sort of watermark that I could hit would be like playing a wacky neighbor in a sitcom. So, which is a great job. So, I managed to ended up doing a sitcom years ago, and, everything else after that has just been like, mind blowing to me. So there's no part of me that feels entitled to what I have. I really am grateful for the career that I've had. So living in that and that feeling doesn't really worry me to step away from it as much, because I already feel like I've gotten away with something.